So we've got a new feature now in the Quasidb service. It's a thing called copy trading. What is copy trading, and is it suitable for me? So the rationale here is that originally I said I was going to do signals, but I was so focused on my own trades, it kind of like went to the back burner. And so I was doing some information and consultancy in the service. But there is an option now if you did want to copy trades. There is an option, and it's free for subscribers. So um, I should have it as an extra, but I want retention on the service. So hopefully this will be the clincher for you guys to renew and to continue to renew, and also perhaps even to put a reminder for renewal, so I don't chase everybody. It's quite time consuming. So we've got a new feature now in the Quasidb. So it's copying my EA, this robot that I bought a couple of years ago. Um, it was working absolutely fine, but before I had a netting account, and so netting is basically you can only open one direction. Like for example, the Euro USD, you would only could buy or sell. You couldn't hedge. And now the bot that I use is for hedging because it's bi-directional. Okay, so before it was profitable, but it wasn't making that many pips. And now I've got a hedging account at the beginning of the month, and I phoned up my broker, and they switched it for me. And so I've got a hedging account, and I'll show you the results. I think it's slide 5, and it's pretty unbelievable. It looks made up, but I can absolutely guarantee you it's genuine, and on a live account. So when we get there, you'll be quite surprised. But we'll talk about why it's suitable and what it does. So essentially, it's copy and master to slave. So my computer that I've got running here would open a trade at a particular price at the symbol, and at that moment it would transmit that data through the network, and then you would get it on your screen on your terminal within a blink of an eye. It's so quick, modern technology nowadays. So essentially, whatever happens here on my computer, you'll get there. All right, so it's dead simple. You can, of course, do things your end, and it won't affect this. So, for example, I don't know, maybe you wanted to alter some setting or something, which I wouldn't recommend, but you can, but you won't affect this. Right? So anything here goes this way, but it doesn't come back that way. So what you need to do is just keep your computer on and just let it run. All right, so everything's here. It's basically a mirror. That's how it works. So it's dead simple. So what do I have to do? Well, you need two prerequisites in order to copy the signals, and this is the drawdown, is that you do need a MetaTrader 5 demo or live account. And why MetaTrader 5? Because I have a MetaTrader 5 live account, and that's the reason why, and that's why I purchased this robot. And so that's why it's MT5. So that's obviously the big drawdown here. Everyone uses MT4. I know, I apologize, but it's free for subscribers. So if you wanted to create a live MetaTrader 5 account, and you could, or if you just wanted to use a demo, that's absolutely fine. It might even be worth doing a demo for a couple of months anyway, so you can see how it works. But I'm using it on a live account, and it's making me lots and lots of profit, which I'll show you. And so that's mandatory, MetaTrader 5, and highly recommended is a hedging account, like I said before, because it opens trades bi-directionally, right? And so if you had a netting account, it'd be half as profitable. So, right, so the reason why the pips are so high from January the 1st, that 9,892 pips, this is day, week, month, year. So obviously we're in January. So, and this is the pips difference from perhaps last January. Last January wasn't so good for me, but you'll see this January was spectacular. we've got 23.83% return, right, difference, and a 7.44% return in real terms on the month. So the reason why it's so high is because we had the Iran crisis, and so what it does, how it works, the robot, it'll detect spikes in price action. So it establishes a trend by using a moving average, and so that's your bias. And any spike above the downtrend or uptrend, then it'll register a buy or sell signal. And so what happened with gold is that we had a downtrend, but we had spikes going against the trend. So it opened, and what it does, it puts in a trailing stop. So went up, as you probably were aware when you were watching the markets when that Iran crisis happened. Gold went up and up and up and up and up, and so it opened buy, then it entered the trailing price, buy, trailing price, and it kept doing it up and up and up. And then when it finally peaked, it then sold, and then it sold, put in the trailing price, came down, came down, came down. So it called it all the way on the way up, and it called it all on the way down. That's why that's so ridiculously high. But we have to bear in mind with gold and silver and precious metals that the pips do look a lot because that's the way that they're calculated. But it's not a bad return. We're 23 days into January, so it's not bad for return already. So that's how it works. It's essentially, you don't really need to know the mechanics how it works, but it's essentially a moving average and then spikes against that average, and then it'll open trades because you need a hedging account. So yeah, so that's how it works, and that's so what we want to do is see February, and then we can compare. I don't think it's going to be as high as this, but it will be in profit, and considering it's free, it's really not so bad. So how to subscribe? There's your link there. There's me years ago at a wedding, and see it's how it's brand new. I just started it. It is an algo trading. So what you do, you click that link. There's a free icon there, which you'd click, and then you'll get a prompt to say open MetaTrader 5, and then you click OK, and then that's it. So it's really, really easy. So the moment you click OK, then you'll see MetaTrader 5, and then it will mirror any trades that are open or will be opened by my bot. And so what else do I have to do? Is that it? Once you're subscribed, all you have to do is leave your Windows PC running all day and overnight. And that's why I've called it the Quasidb night and day method. So it does require you to have your computer on all day. So make sure it's in a well ventilated room and it doesn't get too hot. It's not computer resource heavy. MetaTrader 5 is quite light, but you'll be leaving your computer on before Monday open and to Friday close. And if you have it switched off overnight, you will miss a lot of activity. So that's something to bear in mind. And then you can have peace of mind your trades are being managed by someone you trust without you having to be there at your desk, leaving you free to do the things you want to do. So it's nice residual income. And so perhaps open a demo account, see how it goes. And then a couple of months, perhaps maybe in March, when you're feeling confident how it works, then you can create a live account. And so, yeah, that's about it really. I think I covered everything, how it works. Hopefully that's clear. And yeah, so maybe just get a demo account, sign up, and see how it goes. So I'm always around if you've got questions and stuff. So could be a nice little earner for you. So yeah, let's see how it goes, and hope you have a good day. Speak to you later.